Yeah, buddy, welcome back to 96.1 Styling as we're dragging right through this damn afternoon.
Dragging that ass.
Yeah, we're helping you get through that blue ass Monday that's kind of off and on raining. So,
Oh man, you know what though? My yard is dead, so I am happy to see it. I haven't had to cut my lawn in over 2 months.
now did you get any rain over the weekend?
We did. It's been patchy, and I think even this morning I woke up when I went outside, and I had rain on my truck and stuff like that. But it rained most off and on most all night long.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I'll tell you guys this. So, car shows this weekend, well, was a nada. So, I wasn't sure, as I said on Friday, if I was going to Sonic or not. I went outside and it started sprinkling. I'm like, okay, I'm not going to Sonic. Now,
Yeah.
I know there's some club members that went to Sonic. I didn't go. I know there were some other people that wanted to go, but they were on the fence. And some people told me it didn't rain down there. I don't know. I'm just like, fucking, I'm over it. I'm just not going, okay?
Yeah.
However, I did post up that I was going to go to, you gotta like this. I was going to go to Culver's in Collinsville, Illinois. I've been wanting, I used to go to this car cruise and I really like it. And I have never taken, I haven't went there all year this year. So I want to go there with Orangey. I got some ex-employees that work for me that live over there. They've never got to see the truck in person. And everybody's like, dude, the truck in person is just, pictures do no justice. I mean, the truck is just wild. And so I'm like, okay, I'll drive over there. And so what's interesting is I'm watching the weather report all of Saturday. Now, mind you, there's car shows going on. And I'm like, fuck the car shows. I'm going to go to this car cruise.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm watching the weather all day, right? And I've even got Collinsville, Illinois. And I've got the map pulled up on the computer, on the laptop. And it's like, I'm doing all this extra shit that I don't need to go to, and I haven't made a decision.
Yeah.
And Carrie Timmons from the club called me and goes, hey, are you still coming out to this show? And I'm hearing lightning and shit. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise? He goes, it's pouring down raining. I wouldn't fucking get your truck out in this. And so,
if it's raining, there is no way the old blue chip comes out of the garage.
Yeah.
And too much chrome that has to be polished. I don't even consider it.
Yeah, and it's the same way with me. I'm like, I ain't taking my truck out. And right about that time, it let go at my house. It was pouring down raining. I had other car club members calling me going, well, what do you think? Do you want to chance it? And I'm like, fuck you.
No.
I ain't going.
Not a damn. No. Yep, not happening.
See, on my snug top people that goes from, or you could say the camper shell, to my truck, there's a rubber boot. And it's got a rip in it. And we're, the truck was built in the 90s, people. I mean, the shit only lasts so long. I have the new one. We just haven't put it in. So here's the interesting deal with it, right? If I would have drove my truck, it's like a waterfall behind my seat. So
it's like a biker. You're going to have wet ass all day long.
Yeah, and I've got that big speaker box in there, MDF wood. That shit would get wet and get moldy. I'm like, I am not.
Swell up like a tick.
Yeah, I'm like, I'm not fucking with this shit. However, my speaker box is now bolted in, so it doesn't move.
Yeah.
But my truck's like one of those East St. Louis box Chevys, man. The whole bedsides flex back and forth. So yeah, I mean, it is what it is. That was Saturday. I'm like, fuck it, I'm over it. I had a lot of other shit to do. And so I did laundry. Now,
always the time.
Now, my life's a fucking reality show, and how is laundry exciting? So I dragged my shit up to the clubhouse to, because I live in a condo, and we have a big clubhouse. It's private, and washers and dryers and shit.
And,
so the housing committee put out free people, Tide Pods, these Downy pods, fabric softener, and fucking free dryer sheets. Oh, the hood side of me kicked in. I didn't steal a bunch of it, okay? I didn't steal a bunch of it. But I'm like, fuck using my shit. I'm going to use their shit.
Yeah.
So let's put it this way. I made so many trips back and forth Saturday night. Everything in my house is washed. the blanket that the pugs sit on, lay on, it got
There
washed.
you go.
Like, I
They
was
got to
like,
take advantage of stuff like
I
that.
was like, shit,
3.
man. If you guys are gonna put out complimentary, because you live here and we care about you, free fucking laundry soap, I, I'm gonna wash every damn thing.
Yeah. Although I have to say, I get skin condition when my wife used Tide. It bothers
man.
and irritates the hell out of me. I get whelps all over the place. So I'd have to pass on the Tide. But the Downy and everything else, heck yeah.
Well, what's crazy about it is I was telling somebody about it. Oh, this is funny. So somebody was texting me and was like 8:30 at night, and they're like, "So what are you doing tonight?" Because intern Chrissy, she was over at the casino. I I think her thing is that's how she's gonna get a custom mini truck.
Oh yeah.
She won 15 grand not too long ago over there at the boat. Well, they took a bunch of it. She's like, well, I've got this goal. I'm going to buy me a badass truck and then make it my own, right?
Yeah.
So she's got, I think, like 5 grand or 4 grand saved up out of.
She's going to have to save a little bit more.
Yeah, so she keeps going to the boat and she keeps winning money and she keeps tucking it away she's going to do her a custom truck or a car or something. So she's like, well, the bands are playing, what are you doing? Man, this damn shit with these iPhones. I don't know what Apple's got going on, but I type the shit out, I look at it, and just as I send it, it'll change it.
Yeah.
So this time I'm like, okay, I'm going to fucking sit here for a few minutes. And she goes, so what are you doing? And I said, well, I'm debating on if I'm going to do any more laundry.
Yeah.
It changes it. I'm debating if I want to do some landscaping. At 8:30 at night. Who the fuck's doing landscaping at 8:30 at night?
Right? Now I'm a knucklehead sitting in the gymnasium watching my kid take shots for preseason practice.
And you're going, come on, you can do it. You can do it. That's some funny shit. So no, my Saturday night was the new Tulsa King come out, and I got to see it. It was really, really good.
Nice.
So what's great about it is you can see what happened that you've been waiting for 6 months to find out what's going on.
Yeah.
So I watched that a while back, as I told you listeners. I was watching Melrose Place. Then something happened to my Paramount Plus, and I had to start it over. And then I didn't know what season I was in. Then it conned me into watching 90210 from the beginning, and that took several months. Now I can officially say the show sucked back then, and it sucked now. It wasn't bad.
I have to wait a couple weeks to binge watch, I'm sure.
Yeah. So here's the thing. So I watched Tulsa King, and it showed up. You may like Melrose Place, and I'm like, fuck it. I think I only had I could figure out, where I was.
Yeah.
Now my question is, you're same age as me.
Yeah.
Melrose Place come out. Why in the hell is Heather Locklear always a special guest? And she's been on there since the beginning.
I don't get it.
They showed all these people and this person and this person and this person and special guest this week.
Yeah.
She's been on since the first season. I'm in the 7th season.
I know, right? I don't understand it either. I don't get that.
And the thing is, here's the thing with Melrose Place. They did 40 fucking episodes a season.
Yeah.
It
was a weekly show. I mean, it was on all the time.
Yeah,
every Thursday night or something like that.
Look, it's a fucking soap opera that teenagers watched, okay?
Yeah,
so
that was it. I was just there to see how Dylan and the Porsche Boxster were doing. That was my, care less about Brandon and the girls, but it was all about the Porsche Boxster.
Yeah, after his wife got killed in it,
yeah,
he put a new glass in it. He drove it a little bit and then turned around and sold it because he said it was his past life.
Yeah.
And then he bought a new one. They probably gave it to him on the show. And it just wasn't as cool as the OG,
Yeah.
It just... And then towards the end, they found out his dad was alive, and he faked his own death, and it's like, oh, man, I'm stuck in it. I am a One Tree Hill person, people. I am fucking all about One Tree Hill. And I understand why the spelling company sued them, because they kind of copied their show. And I'm
Yeah.
like, no, they didn't copy. They didn't copy it. Well, after binge watching all of 90210,
Yeah.
yeah, they clearly copied it, you know.
Yeah.
But it ain't changing my opinion, you know. I like the show, you know. Another show, have you seen Friday Night Lights?
I've seen a couple of them. Yeah.
That's a great show. I
That is a
figured
good
you would
show.
like that show,
Oh yeah.
you know.
Oh yeah.
And that's based on a true story about that football coach,
Yeah.
you know. Great
That's,
show.
it's kind of like where we're at in Forsyth. Our football team, we call them the cardiac cats. Friday night we had, we played a B team here up near Springfield, Clever, and we were fourth quarter down to 3.5 minutes left, and we were trailing by 2 touchdowns. And to get ahead, we had to have 2 touchdowns and at least a 2-point conversion to win by 1. And what happens? They changed their plays. They threw the team out there. We had the ball. We got down to 10, and they punched it right through and got their first touchdown. And everybody got excited. I talked to the boys and that I was at home sick and, trying to prepare for the weekend because we're headed out of town to go fishing. And it's like, yeah, we got a point because, down here at the local radio station, they cover all the local football games and that. And not the next kick, they put it up for a kick. They squib kicked, had a short kick. The other team touched it, and it fumbled, and the boys picked it up down on the 30. And they ended up punching it again, got 2-point conversion, and won the game by 1, like right at the last 10 seconds. And I love the hometown football scene. It's amazing. Basketball feeds into our little school. We've had our football program for probably the last 10 years. They used to have it back in the 50s. I think somebody got killed way back in the day, and they had done away with it for so long. But we're definitely a basketball team, and it's here at the end of November. I got to gear up. I cater meals for a tournament that we've got, and we've done it for 60 some years. And I'll cater to coaches and refs and administrators and that for 5 straight days, and make some great meals. But basketball is, that's where my boys are at. They really love fishing, but when it comes to basketball season, we're all about basketball.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, you guys do a good job down there.
Yeah.
So I mean,
it's tremendous to see the amount of skilled athletes that we have in this state, and whether it's football or basketball, but all these different, every once in a while you can pop up TikTok and they'll show you different statistics about where professional football players come from, or a baseball player. And Missouri stands on its own. They've got a lot of skilled youth, and they've got a lot of great programs out there. And it's always exciting to see that next kid that comes up, and whether they get attention or not, or how your team's doing. And small town mentality, but yeah, it really ties back to some of those shows, and definitely likable to watch for sure.
oh yeah, and you gotta love the small town feeling and this and this. And I think that's a big thing. Like with 90210, is
Yeah.
like when it come out, I was like, what the fuck do I care about 2 fucking rich kids? And that's the reason why. I mean, and about the story with my ex. She acts just like Kelly Taylor from 90210, and
Wow. Yeah.
and we're all the same age, and it's like,
Yeah.
and that's kind of the reason why my cell phone got shut off, because I called her a wannabe bozo 90210, and
Oh, the drama.
yeah. And the thing is, I'm not a drama person, but man, that's got to be the most expensive fit I've ever seen someone throw to pay off my phone, buy out the contract just to shut it off, And it's like, why? That's just her mentality, and it's like,
throws me off too when I heard that. Oh my gosh, I don't understand that.
Yeah,
People do stupid stuff.
Well, and everybody's like, why'd you get a new phone number? I'm like, well, I could sit there and say, well, I went with a different plan, or I just fucking tell them the fucking truth. It's actually kind of fucking funny.
Yeah.
And I was perfectly happy with my phone being where it was, but with a new business that we were doing, and, it was her business, and she needed to earn credit for the, business, so we decided to put our phone numbers in that business name.
Yeah.
Well, when she defaulted on the business, when she moved and got a new job, all she had to do is go to Verizon to a business center and relinquish her EIN number and put my EIN number in.
Yeah.
People, it would have took 5 minutes. But she
Oh, yeah.
played games for 1 year on this, and then fucking, and because of I called her a wannabe 90210 bozo Kelly Taylor, she fucking goes, "I'll show you. I'll shut your phone off."
She did.
And
That's
she
okay.
did. You know, so I mean, she shut off the phone for the win, you know?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
realistically, what did she win?
A phone bill.
Well, and here's the thing that's actually funny about it is the next day that day I got a new phone. Okay?
Yeah.
So it really, you were out 2,800, it was 2,870, let's just say 2,800. Let's just call it 2,800. 2,900. We gave her the top 10 ways you could have done this for free.
Yes. That's why I spend more money at it.
You
Just
could have
to make
reported
a point.
You could have reported it stolen. You could have just shut off the phone.
Yeah.
There's I mean, the phone was insured. There were so many ways.
Games, win stupid prizes.
Yeah, hey, I say it all the time. Play stupid game, win stupid prizes. But the thing is, you know, maybe she's being honest, you know?
Yeah.
But then again, she's broke as fuck. So where'd she come up with the money?
Yeah, she did it out of spite.
Yeah, I mean, no, she did. Because when I was in the store, I told everybody what the hell she said. It was on speakerphone. Can he hear me? Well, yes, ma'am, you're on speakerphone. Listen here, motherfucker. 90210 bozo. Who's the bozo now? I'm the bitch who shut your phone off. I'm the bitch who... I'm just like... And the whole store heard it.
Yeah. Okay, thanks. Appreciate it. Have a great day.
And I'm just like... Oh, well. And then she hangs up, right?
Yeah.
And it's like I told people, man, I mean... It was like Jerry Springer, Frosty. Because everybody goes, whoa. Or like that. And I just put my head down and kind of shook my head. And,
yeah.
You know, I reached in my pocket and pulled out my wallet. Got my driver's license out. I go, I'd like to start a new plan. And the sales guy, he was so cool. He goes, I think that's probably a good idea, sir.
Yeah.
So
it's like one of those Steve Harvey moments where he hangs his head low, shakes it sideways, and then just picks right back up.
Yeah, so I'm just like, are you fucking serious? Like, you know, I know we haven't talked since your dad's funeral, but damn. You know, I'm like, okay, well, whatever, you know, I mean, but you know, I don't hide anything from people, you know. I'm pretty upfront, man. I mean, dumbass shit happens to me.
Yeah.
But see, I thought we were doing a good thing, you know, a smart thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But realistically, it was the dumbest fucking thing that we could have done, to be 100% honest. You know, it wasn't the smartest move.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it was earning, you know, the business credit and this and this, and you know, it just is what it is. So I'm looking at this Knights of Columbus show in DeSoto, Missouri.
Wow.
It has 82 classes.
Really?
No mini truck class.
What's up with that? Come on.
I would be in truck modified from 73 to present. There's mild and wild. There's mild and wild Jeep. There's mild and wild rat rod. There is.
You know what? On the way home today, we come up on. When we was coming home, we come up on a couple Jeeps there, and my son was just criticizing. We see all these Jeeps out there. Hey, I'm not knocking Jeeps, but it's kind of funny when you got Jeeps that, you know, they got stickers all over them, and, you know, all those things. Back in the day, we used to call them stick-up trucks.
Yeah.
You'd get these guys that had logos and stuff on them. Now, they do some really cool stuff with wraps and all that. I'm not going to knock that at all. But stickers don't make it better. And these guys have got American flags I love the patronage. I love the fact that you're, thinking about stuff like that. But stickers on taillights so that it glows the American flag was a little different. And we come up on 2 Jeeps.
Oh, that's the first time
around
you've seen
there.
that?
Yeah, and both of them had it. One had LEDs, the other one didn't. But they both had these American flag logos covering the whole side, or the tail ends.
Mm-hmm.
And, Hudson's looking at me and goes, "Do you see that?" I'm like, "What, are you talking about all the dust across the front, or are you talking about the tail lights?" And, it was just hilarious to see that stuff. And he picks up on stuff like that. He was shooting stuff for his TikTok. And, it's just like, "Dad, look at this. Look at this." It's funny. Share those little bit of moments. Every once in a while, you got a couple good moments with your kid. The old man's still kind of a cool dude. But,
yeah, and that's always fun. I've never been a Jeep guy myself.
Yeah.
Chicks drive Jeeps, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying?
It's the Jeeps. Some of the old Jeeps, the rock crawlers and all that stuff. I dig that stuff.
Oh well, yeah, and that stuff's
owned one.
cool. But
Yeah.
we did people build a Jeep at my shop years ago.
Yeah.
And I finally was like, fuck, I'm gonna shut everybody up. I'm gonna put a fucking 6.0 LS in a Jeep, right?
Yeah.
And then we put a lift kit and 44-inch tires and all this. And what a lot of people probably don't remember, because this was back in the MySpace days.
Yeah.
We took this thing out playing and we rolled it.
Oh man.
And as it was tipping over, I'm thinking about who welded the cage in the shop. You know what I'm saying? and thank God it was Mello welded it.
Yeah.
But yeah, we rolled it. We tore it the fuck up. And
I think we talked about fitting it in them earlier. One of their first episodes they had an old Jeep body that was built into a rat rod.
Yeah.
And they picked it up somewhere and they had it in a studio or something like that. And they drove it into the desert and drove it to a bar or something like that.
Yep. That was a good episode. And they gave it away.
I would love to have a Jeep rat rod. I think that would look really cool. But I think that's probably the only Jeep I could ever own.
Yeah, I mean, we bought a.
I never did get over the old, back when we were back in the day. If your stuff wasn't too high, it was too high. I didn't want to ride it because I didn't want to get a nosebleed because it sat up so high. So,
yeah. Having that acrophobia issue.
There you go.
So what's interesting is one of the guys that worked for me. Now, when I say my shop only done one Jeep, I mean we did some promotional Jeeps for some people, but no, we built one Jeep and we rolled it on its side, fucked it up, and I had to fix it, and we ended up selling it. But what's interesting is one of my employees bought a mail truck.
Oh.
And he's like, we're gonna fucking lay it out.
Really?
So I'm like, I couldn't wait to get the body off of it. And lo and behold, it doesn't. There's not a lot of things that hold the body onto the chassis that I've come to find out. And so we lay it out. We get the chassis started and somewhat almost into a roller, right?
Uh-huh.
And then he calls me, and he goes, and I remember it was on a weekend. He's like, "You're not gonna believe what I found." And now this is with the flip phones where you can send a picture and a text and it's like real small on the flip phone.
Uh-huh.
He found one of those micro vans, Aerostar, but it was owned by the U.S. Post Office.
Really?
And and that's that Aerostar, or not Aerostar van. It's a microbus is what it is,
Yeah.
But man, that thing was fucking cool. And it was gonna take a lot more cutting to get it to where we wanted it. And he come up with a great idea that we do polished aluminum, and we'll continue it down, and we'll make a front lip for it. And dude, that thing was cool as fuck. And he ended up getting another job, but he still worked at the shop part time. And his girlfriend got pregnant. They had to get married, and he had to sell it. And it's somewhere out west.
Yeah.
Because about 2 years ago, I seen a TikTok video, and they were driving it, and I'm like, whoa. There's Steven's old fucking mail truck, you know. So
Yeah, some of the coolest things I've ever had. I think back in the day, my grandma had this '77 Monte Carlo, beautiful big black car, had white interior seat, had the swivel buckets in it, had 350 in it. I love that car. And after grandma passed away, the car was offered to us if anybody wanted to buy it. They were going to sell it. And I was like, now wait a minute, we ain't getting rid of that. It's like, what do I got to pay to get this car? If I'm not going to get, if you're not going to give it to me, because this was a car that me and a cousin, we both, thought was the cat's meow, and we were going to fight about it. And it's like mom and my aunt came up with, okay, what's the car worth in our eyes? And Tim, if you want to pay off your cousin for this, we'll let you have the car. And, I had that car, and I loved that car. And that was when I met my wife. That was, I think I had a profile out online. And, gosh, I think it was Match.com. I had the old profile on. And, that was my tagline. I was into old classic cars, and how about a date and go cruising the old Monte Carlo. And, after the twins came along, that was the first thing that had to go. The hospital called 9 months in advance, like, well, Mr. Russell, we understand you're going to have twins in May. How do you want to start making payments on that?
yeah.
Oh, there goes the boat. There goes the Monte Carlo. All the toys, they find their way out of the garage real quick. But
Oh yeah. Yeah, because you had twins.
yeah.
And that's cool. That's very cool. Here's something. Those DJs just walked in, so it's about that time we got to get out of here. And we're going to pass over to the DJs and make sure to tune in tonight to Kicking It, and we're going to see who we're kicking it with. It might be Leslie. I don't know. We're going to see. But here's something I got to bring up. Our Ladies of Fat, Fatima, Fat, I can't fucking counsel, some shit. Okay, ready for this? The name of the show is Calling More Cars.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So this is in Hazelwood, Missouri.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so Calling More Cars. And so they got their classes and all that, which they have a lawnmower class and street rods, tractors, segways, lawnmowers, and scooters.
Really?
Yeah, but here's
Is that
Fatima.
There you go.
Oh,
There
yeah.
you go.
Okay. Our Ladies of Fatima. What the fuck is Fatima?
Fatima, it's a church.
Oh, okay, it's a
It's
church.
church.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'm sorry if I said that wrong and anybody's, listening from
I'll have to
Fatima.
look at it. Yeah, it's just kind of like looking at Foresight. What the hell is that?
Yeah, no shit, right? Because I'm like,
Yeah.
the fat Fatima. Okay. Okay, I get it. Okay. So check this out. They have a swag bag for the first 150, including a dash plaque. Get your registration voucher, and we will give you a free hot dog upon entry. So they got pictures, dude. When you enter this, they give you a free hot dog.
Hot dog to go to a car show. Yeah. I want to go to that.
Yeah, no, that's kind of cool. As soon as you pull in, man, they give you a free hot dog right then and there. I'm like, man, that kind of motivates me to want to go to this show.
Maybe if it was the Nathan's hot dog or something like that. But
it doesn't say if it's Nathan's, but yeah, car show registration is from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. and show hours is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. As goofy as this thing is, they have a class for motorhomes.
Motorhomes.
A fucking motorhome.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So.
But that it was the Tommy Boschers that I think I might be saying his name wrong, but he just put a Hellcat in a motorhome.
Oh, I know, it's
motorhome
crazy.
Painted green. Man, that thing was amazing. That's killer.
It's wild. But on that note, guys, we're gonna get out of here. You're listening to 96.1 Styling. You keep us styling because you know we will. So you got any words you want to say, Frosty?
Man, had a time. It's been awesome.
Yeah, so we'll see you guys.
See ya.